This segment of the news is brought to you by Great Basin College, a pioneer in distance education. Your success is their tradition. Now offering over 25 degree and certificate programs in Pahrump and online.
Well, Michael Brown is not only the saxophonist for Sha Na Na and Little Elmo and the Cosmos, he's also a spokesperson for the Melanoma Education Foundation. Brown spoke at Inspiration Senior Living about melanoma and how it's changed his life forever when he lost his young wife to the preventable disease a number of years ago. His wife Amanda died at the age of 32, a few years after finding a small mole on her shoulder.
I was over at the Inspirations doing a little Melanoma Education Foundation awareness program that we do. I teach high school and middle school kids around the country, and I went over there and did a little speech over there about skin cancer and melanoma in particular, awareness, and went over really well. So it was good.
Now you talk about this a lot because you've had a personal experience with this.
Yeah, my wife passed away at 31 from melanoma, so one of the last things she asked me to do was to teach people about this and spread her message, so that's what I do.
You don't just do like events at Inspiration, you do other things as well, right?
Yeah, I'm a professional sax player, so I play for Sha Na Na, so I've been with them for about 17 years now. So.
Do you have any other events coming up where you're talking about melanoma or any other events in general?
Well, actually I have the documentary is actually getting completed in Hollywood now, so I'm very excited about that, and we'll see. I'll have some more news about that in the following weeks, but got that going, and plan on doing some more schools around the country, and still playing my saxophone around here in Pahrump, so we're having a good old time out here. The Inspirations is a really, really great place. Tony over there I talk with, and she's just a wonderful person who takes really great care of these people over there, and so I encourage anyone, if they have any extra time off on their hands, they can go down there and help out any way, shape or form that they could possibly do. Just give Tony a call and tell him I sent you.
So if people want to find out any more information about your documentary or just about what you do in general, is there a site they can go to or a number they can call? Sure,
they can go to amandasmessage.com, also shanana.com, and also if they want to know more about what we do as far as teaching, they can go to skincheck.org, and that's the Melanoma Education Foundation. I run the Nevada chapter.
And Michael is currently in production on a documentary on the life of Amanda.
The Division of Welfare and Supportive Services applied for and was granted an emergency waiver to assist the Elko community in recovering from the recent weather-related emergencies in the area by the USDA Food and Nutrition Services. The waiver extends the deadline from 10 to 30 days for families in the Elko area who experienced flooding and/or structural damage to contact Division of Welfare and Supportive Services to request additional SNAP benefits to replace any lost or damaged food. That deadline is now March 24th, and the number to call is 775-684-7200.
And here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, the Dow. Traders and investors will closely watch the action in the blue chips today. If the Dow closes in positive territory, it will make it the 13th straight record level close and the longest running record streak in history. Priceline is one of the stocks that could prop up the stock market. Last night, the online travel company posted strong quarterly earnings. Revenue rose to $2.3 billion. That stock rallied after the bell. Tough times for brick and mortar stores. According to Moody's Investor Service, the number of retailers ranked at the most distressed level of credit rating has tripled since the financial crisis. J.Jill is among the retailers doing more than just hanging in there. The women's apparel store is launching an IPO. The share price is expected between $14 and $16. That stock will list on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol JILL.
Cardiologist Dr. Tali Arik talks about how to be heart healthy today, the last day of February, which is also Heart Health Month.
Even for a person that has a high genetic risk, let's say a very strong family history, you can decrease the risk, because people sometimes have a fatalistic attitude. They say, well, my mom had a heart attack, my dad had a heart attack, my 3 brothers have all had bypass surgery. Obviously, it's going to happen to me. Well, the odds are, yes, it is going to happen to you, but you can decrease the risk of that happening and push the time out into the future when that might happen. So how do you do that? We've identified through very large observational studies of tens of thousands of people behaviors that correlate with very low risk. So what are they? Number 1, keeping your body weight near so-called ideal body weight. And we measure that using the BMI. And anyone can look up the formula for that, put in your height and weight and get the BMI number. Number 2, normal blood pressure. Number 3, physical activity, 20 to 30 minutes of moderate activity daily. Number 4, no smoking. Okay, that correlates with good health and decreased risk. And number 5 is a normal blood sugar, non-diabetic state, but that correlates with an ideal body weight. So people who have all 5 of those things are in the lowest risk group. Almost none of those people ever has a heart attack.
For more information, they can contact you here at Mountain Valley Physicians Group.
Indeed. And the easiest way to access me, either for preventive advice or evaluating a situation that's already happened, is through their primary care doctor with a referral. Because we do have to regulate a little bit the flow into the office, since I am the only cardiologist in the county.
Well, it's cold now, but it should be warming up soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Noah's going to tell us all about it in weather next.